Hello again, it's Mark Loacki. Welcome to another Acacia Brief, where we provide stories on Acacia and our brothers that we hope you'll find interesting, informative, and sometimes irreverent. Today we have the latest in the Milk and Cookie Boys senior officer group. I'm going to go around and they can introduce themselves. If you guys will just say who you are, give your major, and tell you what the position in the house is, we'll start with that. Adam, why don't you start?
Sure. Hi, my name is Adam Ketchum. I might be a familiar face. I'm a computer science major here at Purdue, and I'm excited to be our senior dean for this upcoming year.
Ryan.
My name's Ryan Hanshoe. I'm a sophomore in mechanical engineering technology, and I'm the alumni relations chair.
Jalen.
Hi, I'm Kalen Stofferin. I am from Avon, Indiana, and I am studying nutrition and dietetics here at Purdue, and I will be this upcoming year's recruitment chair.
Mason.
Hello, my name is Mason Widener. I'm a current sophomore studying civil engineering, and I am this year's junior dean.
Very good. And Liam?
Hi, my name is Liam. I'm studying supply chain operations management and history, and I will be the treasurer.
Very good. James is entering right now as we speak. James Martin is the new venerable dean. I'm trying to provide a segue for him. Here he comes, just in time. We're going to start without him. So let's start. Adam, you've been around a couple of years. I want to ask you a question, but I'm going to hold off just for a second. Ryan, I want you to tell people why you joined Acacia. And then Adam, if you'll turn around and you'll say how Acacia, why you joined Acacia and what you've seen in terms of the growth of Acacia. But Ryan, why don't you go first, my friend?
So I joined Acacia because I really fell in love with the guys here. I wasn't planning on joining. I was just going to rush to see what it's like. And then I ended up really making a connection with the guys here and enjoying my time. And it made me want to commit and, I guess, serve to the best of my ability.
Okay, thank you very much. James, you finally joined us. Congratulations.
Thank you. Sorry, the internet was being weird on me.
That's all right. You combed your hair and put your glasses on. We appreciate that. Would you tell everybody who you are and what your new position is?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm James Martins, and I'm the new venerable dean of Acacia.
Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you.
We just started, and we're now shifting gears. I wanted to ask Adam, as I said, who's been around a little bit, why you joined Acacia. And I think it's important to hear on what you've seen happen over the last couple of years with Acacia.
Yeah. So my story is kind of similar to Ryan's. I came around a couple of times and kind of found a really good core group of guys that I liked. But at the time, the house was kind of small, and I saw that as a plus for me. I was really excited about the growth opportunities and the opportunities for leadership involvement. The people in my pledge class and the people I had met in the house seemed really committed to sort of taking what we have and making it better. And that was something I was very interested in. And I got to say, I think we have made it a lot better. Since I rushed, I mean, pretty much every facet of our fraternal life has improved. Our social standing has gone up. Our academic standing has gone up. Our membership has gone up. The quality of guys we induct has gone up. I mean, we're seeing more people at rush events, more people at the parties we throw, getting more, notoriety on campus. And that feels really good as an older member, especially being someone who has, been a part of this change, has been working hard for this change. So we've just seen great improvement on all levels, and I'm really excited to keep going.
Nice answer. Thank you for sharing that with it. Hey, Liam, why did you decide to become an officer?
So what I really saw was where can I make the biggest impact in the house? And I was the junior steward. And as the junior steward, I saw that I had a couple ideas, a couple projects I wanted to do, but what really stopped me was funding. And it took a lot of that passion away from me. And so I really wanted to become the treasurer so that I could help people find that funding, get that money so that their passion doesn't stop because they can't fund the project that they really wanted to do. And I really want to make sure that brothers who have these ideas and who want to really improve the house have the ability to do so. It's easily accessible, and I'm right there with them to help them with it.
Good answer. Killen, you've got a big job. One of the first questions that alumni ask the board is, what is the situation with brothers? Not only do we want to have a full house, but we want to have a full house of committed, quality young men in it. As the head of the Rush Group, what is your plan to pull that together so, in fact, that happens this coming semester?
Well, that's a great question. I've talked to local board about it, but big plans that I want to do is I really want to increase our engagement from our actual brothers. I feel like sometimes previously Rush has been looked at as more of a nuisance by some of our brotherhood rather than something to really be excited about. And I want to change that. I took a lot of inspiration talking to some of the alumni at our alumni events, and I took some of their ideas like dorm storming, really making sure that we were involved on campus even more. I really want to see that. I want all the members of my committee especially to be involved in a campus organization. I want to see, in general, the brotherhood become more involved on campus so that Acacia is not just that fraternity at 608 Waldron Street, but the fraternity that is all over Purdue University. And so just that strategy of really building our brand, working with alumni to build that brand, and just making sure that we are getting the most quality men that we know from our friends, from our classes, and from our involvements on campus.
That's great. That's great. Guys are going to be really anxious to help you with that. Hey, Mason, let's switch gears. In your role, what do you see is your major contribution to advance our journey of preeminence?
Yeah, my role has kind of an interesting part in the house. Sometimes it's seen I feel like people don't really want to talk about like the party side of things and the social aspect, but I really see it as an important role in the house in that we are able to also help that campus image through the work that my social committee and myself are doing. We are able to provide an image to the campus that we're the place to be, not just to have fun, but to feel safe. And that's something that I really want to focus on. It's something that we've done an extremely good job on. People have constantly told us about that. And I think that just continues the preeminence. There are countless times every single function that guests will tell me how safe they feel in our house, how grateful they are that they can use Ladies' Head and have a private location where nobody's going to bother them during the function, or if they're just visiting the house. I have seen, since being here it's almost a year and a half now, there have been an increasing number of guests that feel comfortable to just come and hang out. And that's something that I really want to keep pushing forwards. And it pushes the preeminence because people feel like they can talk about Acacia in a positive light. And so it's not just the Acacians that are talking about our house and talking about what we like, but it's our friends, it's our guests, our girlfriends, significant others, family members, even talking to high schoolers, that Acacia is the place to be, and it helps that image, like I had mentioned, but at the same time, it gives us the motivation to continue pushing, because I don't think you can have too much preeminence, if that makes sense. You can always grow bigger. You can always have more attention. And so that's just my biggest goal at this point in time, is to keep on going.
Adam, what would you, what areas do you think that alumni can get involved with you guys? How would you, if you in a perfect world, how would you want them to be engaged?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
alumni engagement,
was this?
I think any kind of involvement is extremely important to begin with.
Yep.
Like we mentioned earlier, the stories that we get told help us to push our house in a greater direction. The more voices you have and the more brains you put together is always helpful. But also, monetary donations are going to be extremely helpful for the house itself, but also the efforts we are putting in. Unfortunately, in today's world, you can't really do a ton with little money or little donations. It gets pretty hard. Things are expensive, and a lot of events and campus involvement, such as like philanthropy, they take the money in the forefront to go for that. So I know the guys in this house have good mindsets, and I trust that we are able to utilize all that we get to benefit the house. And so whether it be monetary donations or it could be advice given or stories provided, all of these things help us to push the house. And that engagement from the alumni, I know, will not go unnoticed by the brothers.
Yep.
We've already seen greater engagement, and we're so grateful for what it is. And we're excited to potentially be able to bring in more alumni, meet new faces, and kind of talk about those old stories as well at the same time.
Yep. Hey, Adam, I want to get back to you. And do you have a follow up on that, Adam? You were going to say something.
Yeah, I think just any sort of time or effort that can be given, especially when it comes to the physical state of the house. We've had a lot of things, as everyone knows, this house is quite old, right? And we've had a lot of things that have, maybe gone downhill a little bit in recent history, or have just been, needing to be fixed for a while. So it's always really nice when we can have older brothers reach out to sort of, improve a part of the house, or help us to make our house better. For example, Ray Carlson helping us out and getting us a new grill, made our tailgates just infinitely better. We recently had another alumni, John, reach out and help us fix the piano in the formal, which had been gone untuned and was cracked for like almost a decade now. And I think this is a really great way for guys to get involved, because it's a really tangible thing that alumni can help out with, and it's something that the brotherhood really, really appreciates.
Yep. Hey, two more questions, and I'll let you guys fly, because I know you probably got a big Sunday night of stunt in. Liam, you mentioned kind of roundtables, like having guys come and if it is germane to an area study or something like that, and guys could talk about that just real briefly for us.
Yeah. So, when people, what's great is when we have alumni here, and a lot of times starting the conversation with alumni can be, a little bit difficult for some people. And so having alumni come down, maybe sit down together for a nice dinner, allows a lot of guys to be there and a lot of guys to come and talk to them. Also, if we have just a tailgate or something like that, not all brothers are able to make that, or might not be interested in that type of thing, versus like a dinner, we're all eating together. We're all already come together for Friday dinner. And so having those conversations, those one-on-ones, those small group conversations with alumni, I think can be incredibly beneficial, because you can directly ask, hey, I have this problem. How did you guys solve that problem in the 80s? Or, hey, I have this, what's some of the things that you guys did for philanthropy events? That's something that we're struggling with right now. So with all of these things, that is a great way for just direct one-on-one questions to be asked, and for stories of previous successes to then come back to us, and for us to be able to use that very effectively.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, second to the last question. James, you're going to wrap it up here, brother. So what would you like to say to the alums watching this right now to encourage them to become engaged? Big finish here, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll say it's actually a very exciting time to be a part of this journey of Acacia. When I came in, I'm one of the older brothers now, but when I came in, let's just say there were some things lacking with the house in terms of brotherhood engagement, in terms of some things that needed to definitely be fixed in terms of internal and external. But as you can see from some of the answers of the executive board, we have lofty goals, and we're very dedicated to seeing this house reach new impressive heights as we once were on this campus. and it all comes with alumni support and giving their wisdom.
Very good. Thank you all. Last question. Ryan, we're starting with you, man. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Adam,
I'd have to go briefs.
Liam,
Briefs all the way.
Mason,
Boxers.
James.
Boxers.
All right. Looks split right down the middle, you guys. All right. Very cool. Thank you very much, you guys. Nice job. Thank you for watching this episode. We hope you found it enjoyable. You can reach out to any of these guys. We will post their emails in this upcoming Acacia Brief. If you have any more questions, reach out to each of these guys. They're always happy to hear from us. Take care of yourselves. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.